In the summertime when the sun don't shine, you should come on down, eat some chicken and wine.
Eat chicken and wine? Eat your wine?
You can
Why
eat
not?
chicken and wine.
Fair enough.
Come on down, eat some chicken and wine in the summer.
Watch out for her debut album dropping in a few weeks.
It's called Chicken and Wine.
Oh god. Hi there, this is the extravaganza video that is August. This is a very, very long, exciting one, so let's get straight into it. Welcome to August! This is going to be the longest monthly vlog of them all, I think. It's incredibly long, so if you want to see any specific part in particular and don't want to watch the whole video, then there's time codes in the description. Otherwise, welcome along. And we'll start with the first trip of the month, which was my massive trip to Thailand. Welcome to Bangkok. At which point we had arrived at our hotel in Bangkok. After a quick swim at the hotel rooftop, we went out in Bangkok Chinatown to get some street food and just soak up the vibe. I had some terrifically good chicken lollipop sticks along with some fish and egg dumplings, if you're interested. Health and safety. So here we can have pig organ soup with blood tofu. That I think that's meal of the day. Good morning, welcome to Bangkok, day 2. Here we are, we got up semi-early. We've got all the various spices we could ever need. Stop number 1 of our 36 hours in Bangkok is the oldest temple in Bangkok.
Ole, no, see, it is only one ole, like this.
We got on a boat. We found monitor lizards. Yeah. Our first day in Bangkok really gave us this incredible insight into the city. And that boat ride especially really sort of encapsulated the idyllic canals they have there. They call it the Venice of the East for a reason. If it's this hot in what is technically winter, and it's 35 here right now, it's amazing. Welcome to temple number 3 of our trip so far. It's the biggest golden Buddha in the world, supposedly. Fire element, donation, good luck, health, strong, rich like money. We have a lot of things in a small tuk-tuk. To the train station. Problem is, all the train times are written in squiggly lines. Now, after a short amount of time in Thailand's capital, we're getting a night train 500 miles north to the jungle, to a city called Chiang Mai. Here we are, this is our humble abode for the next 14 hours or so, something like that. Yeah, pretty cool train, eh? You haven't seen the toilet yet. If you remember when I opened on Eurostar toilets, I came to vlog in the toilet. This isn't the first time I've been in one of these channel tunnel loos. This toilet is so disgusting. After we got off the train, we arrived in Chiang Mai and went straight to our Airbnb, and I just crashed out because although I got some sleep on that train, I didn't get a huge amount. We're up in the very north of the country in the jungle now. So we're staying here for 4 nights. More market this time in Chiang Mai. Thank you. Thank you. Today, we have come to the jungle. We found a waterfall, well I found a waterfall. Let's go for a walk down it.
You're charming, you're sweet, but you're lacking. Tell me, am I wrong? 'Cause I can tell you're wrong.
That was a day properly out in the jungle. We climbed up these sticky waterfalls which have a funny type of rock on them that's eroded in some certain way. That means that they grip when you stand on them and you can literally climb straight up them. The next day we went up a hill on the other side of Chiang Mai to go up to the holiest temple in the north of Thailand.
Me on me, I'll set you free from the usual. Let me
We're walking up about 300 steps up to the holiest temple in the north of Thailand, and it's quite a lot of steps.
find a way, just breathe it all away.
Here we are on top of what is supposedly the most holy temple in northern Thailand. What a tenuous title. It is a very nice temple, I have to say.
Be your escape.
So we're done at the temple and we've come to another waterfall today.
I can see you're nowhere you belong. Oh,
We went back out to Chiang Mai night market that evening, which included riding shotgun in a tuk-tuk, which actually means sitting on a cushion on top of a battery cuddling up to the driver, before being up hideously early the next morning. Next stop, where are we going? Surat Thani.
Somewhere.
Sit on a bus for 3 hours and then a boat for an hour, and then we'll be there. Time to get on a boat and then go to an island. Welcome to Koh Samui. It's nice and hot here. Welcome to our beautiful hotel, which is on an island called Koh Samui in the south, Thailand. Bad news, I don't actually have a GoPro with me, so you can just not come with me. Here's something kind of creepy. We've come to another temple. This one is the resting place of a monk. Here is said monk. He's still got his hair growing and his nails, and he's been dead for about 100 years. That was a kind of creepy thing we found very off the beaten track in Koh Samui, because most of the tourists on the island stick to the outside, stick to the beaches, so we went right into the middle to see what we could find. Finding that was a little bit shocking. Next day we went on a big organised tour of the Koh archipelago, which usually as a family we go is a no-no, but we did it just for fun. It was actually pretty good. Here's what happened. Random boat and they took us snorkeling, and at that point we were then sent to another island to go kayaking, and you find us in a canoe. Well, that was a fun day. And so although I didn't film everything I wanted to that day due to a significant abundance of a GoPro, trust that it was very good fun. Then after a few days of not doing much apart from reading this book, which when in Thailand you must read, I think, it was our final evening on the idyllic island of Koh Samui. Also make sure you've read The Beach because it's damn good.
It's our last night in Koh Samui. We've been here for about a week. It's been lovely to say the least. And as always, a very nice sunset. We found a fish. This is like, you know the bit in Finding Nemo where they get the fish?
Oh no. Poor little guy.
Don't you worry, I was a good person. I put him/her back in the sea. Do fish even have gender? Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. So I put him/her back in the sea. And that was the end of our fantastic trip to Koh Samui. Next up was back to Bangkok. I sat in the back of a pickup truck and going on the most amazing boat I've ever been on. Very early. It's like 5:30. We're flying back to Bangkok today. Oh, I've just got toothpaste on my camera. Oh.
Yeah.
I can go? Yeah. So we're gonna sit in the back of a pickup truck to get to the ferry port. Great. It's like a 40-minute drive. If you asked me what you think I'd be doing at 6 in the morning on a random Saturday in August in 2017, I would not have yet sat in the back of a pickup truck looking like a criminal on the middle of an island in Thailand. But here we are. I like this boat a lot. We're in a different airport. We're in like the smaller, like the Gatwick of Bangkok right now. It feels a little bit like the afterlife. Very sort of sterile and bright and a little sort of infinite. The smell is a good mixture of nuts and herbs and also trash and poo. It's a shark fin right there. Because we've been travelling all day, I've literally forgotten to eat all day. So I'm on a bit of a hunt for food, which is not hard in Bangkok because there's a lot of choice. Oh, I missed it. Tonight's meal of choice. It's our final morning in Thailand. To the airport.
Yes.
And welcome to Bangkok Airport. Let's get on the plane.
So there we go. That was my trip to Thailand and about the first half of the August video. Hope you really enjoyed that. Right, time for part 2 of the August video now. So here we go again. After 4 days in the UK, which I spent mostly sleeping and briefly celebrating my brother's birthday. Happy birthday! It was time for another trip. I am at the train station. Right now marks the start of a very long trip.
Hello, Mr. Fronton Crow. Welcome to... What train are we on? This is what organisation looks like, world.
It also looks like what over-organisation looks like.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good morning. It's 4 AM.
Good morning, world.
39 AM. Eurostar.
It currently is 5:02. We are in King's Cross Station.
Le vent souffle en Arizona, un état d'Amérique dans lequel Arizona, cowboy dingue, du bang bang, du flingue, de l'arme, du cheval et de quoi faire la bringue, poursuivi par Smith et Wesson, Colt, Derringer, Winchester et Remington, il erre dans les plaines, fier, solitaire, son cheval et son partenaire. Parfois, il rencontre des...
Welcome to Paris. We figured out public transport. We're on our way. We did it. We found a nice little cafe. We're here. 14 euros for 2 coffees. Look at our beautiful little district.
Like, thank you.
Oh, it just smells so good. We have come to the Louvre. Gracie's never seen the Mona Lisa, which, just to preempt me, is the most disappointing thing in the world. Don't bother. So we're going to find it and then leave. We're gonna leave. You could get nose. When you're too fabulous for your parents. When you're proud of your package. When your cock's angry at you. Check out the people taking their selfies. We live in a connected world. Look at them all. It's just a painting, really, isn't it?
I'm really impressed.
I'm not. Notre Dame in the background. It's the Eiffel Tower's arse, basically, isn't it?
I want to stay south of...
We got to our hostel. It's actually pretty nice. We were expecting it to be disgusting. So how's the makeup coming along?
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno. Are we in Italy? Yay.
To go. Watching the sun.
Come to a random little restaurant on the Champs-Élysées. Très belle. Yes.
Wouldn't stay. You should come south of the river, where the loving is gold.
I've never been up here before. I know of this sort of tower, and every time I've gone to Paris I want like a high up viewing gallery, and I heard about this place. Amazing.
I think that we could stay here forever, lie on the roof till it's dark. And when the last bus pulls away, I swear that I almost heard you say I should move south of the river.
That was thoroughly agreeable.
Ah, it was brilliant.
Was he trying to hit on you? That was our wonderful first day in Paris with Alice and Grace. We woke up very early the next morning to go and see the Sacre-Cœur before we all had to part our different ways.
Morning. Welcome to a random hostel somewhere in Paris.
That's Gracie, drinking her juice. That's Alice, drinking her juice. We got off at a station where there's a lot of steps, so we're walking up a lot of steps. I've said goodbye to Gracie and Alice. We've had our lovely weekend in Paris, and then I met my godfather. He is on a train to the same place as me, but his train leaves 20 minutes earlier. So I'm now going to find my train, wherever it may be, and I'm going down to the south of France now. So Paris, all the way down to the opposite side of the country.
familiar. I haven't been to this village in 9 years. Oh, I remember it now. We have arrived. We're here. Well, hey. I'm in like the side room. There's a boat there. I'm going to bed. I was so tired.
Here we go, I'd made it to Bauduen, which is in the very south of France. I was there with my family, my godfather and his husband for the week, and we were staying in this beautiful, rustic, old house that's owned by some neighbours of ours. And so the plan for the week was to swim in the lake, chill out, read, and eat good food. And that's basically all we did.
Good morning. I'm like the last one up. I haven't slept much over the past few days. Here I am in our house. I'm basically staying in this downstairs mini, what's it actually called? There's a name for it. Bergerie. I'm staying at the Bergerie in this beautiful village called Bauduen. We're here until Sunday and we're gonna do nothing but swim across the lake, read, sleep and eat good food. The one small caveat is that I get my GCSE result while I'm here, but it'll be fine. This is a 400-year-old key to lock the door. So I'm staying down there and the house is here. And here we are. We made it. Went for a swim across the lake and I swam all the way to here. And welcome to Bauduen. Been here for a while now. Beautiful French houses. Later on, we're gonna go for our daily swim. We've been doing this twice a day, trying to get fit, basically. Swimming from there, all the way across to there and back. And then what we do is we go and read our books on the other side of the lake.
And so as you can see, we basically just did a week of that. It was absolutely amazing. We did do 1 or 2 day trip excursions, including a trip up the gorge. All good, all fun, all lovely, all fun and games. Stop! It's GCSE results day.
Oh, for God's sake. Right, okay. Huh? What? That needs remarking. Shit. Oh. That's fine.
And I'll shut up about GCSE results right now. Quite a change from when I opened my mock results in 2015, I'll say that. Hey. I got a B, geography, I got an E, history, I got a D, maths, I got a 5, which is equivalent to a C, philosophy and ethics, I got an E. Yeah, I did shit back then. Same jumper though, back to France.
In the Simpson household, we like this type of toothpaste. Problem is, can't get it in the UK, so every time we come to France, we have to buy it in bulk, which makes us look mad at French supermarket checkouts.
Grass snakes are the ones that swim.
And then it was the end of my brilliant week in the south of France with my family and my godfathers. And although it may not have looked like much from the point of view of a camera, we all absolutely loved it. It was what we needed after such an intense year so far. And it was at this point that everyone else was getting ready to fly or take the train back to London, but I was getting ready for another trip.
Good morning. Welcome to my final morning in France. Today, I fly somewhere new. See you in 10 years, balcony. And here I am at Marseille Airport, all by myself. My godfather just dropped me off here. We're done, we've arrived. On to the next place. Desperately need a wee. So here we are in our lovely hostel room. It's nicer than the one in Paris. First impression?
Good, I like it.
Having a really authentic Austrian meal. This is so Austrian. We've got Asian food. We had our Asian food. It was very nice. Very cultural, I have to say. And now we're in a very, very hot hostel room. We are gonna go to bed, so we have lots of energy for a full day of sightseeing in Vienna tomorrow.
And so began Harvey and I's mini backpacking, traveling, interrailing trip. Although it kind of is none of those things because we didn't have backpacks. We'd just had rucksacks. Nor did we actually have Interrail passes, we just bought individual train tickets. But it was brilliant nonetheless. We had such a great time. Here's what we got up to in stop number 1 in Vienna.
Good morning, welcome to Vienna. Here we are, we have a day here. We're gonna try and see all the things that you should do when in Austria. I like your hat, it says Harv.
It does, you know,
because that's your name. First of all, we're gonna go and find a cathedral that we saw out of our hostel window. Ta-da, the River Danube. We decided to come to the river because we thought it might be cool. This city is very beautiful. We found some lunch, it's very good. I got a chicken wrap, Harvey's got his schnitzel. You're so happy.
Is there a photo of it?
It's a video.
Ah.
Welcome to the Schönbrunn Palace. Do we like it? It's a good palace. This is the palace. It's quite pretty. We've come to see the Nutcracker. There's a film festival on in Vienna, and we thought, well, let's go and see the film that's on tonight. So that's what we've done. Hey Harvey.
Yeah?
What do you say when you've just released some really lovely gas?
I don't know, is it a good fart?
That was such a good fart. Good morning and welcome to another beautiful day in our swelteringly hot hostel room. Today we are going to go to 3 countries. 2 of them I've never been to before. We're already in country number 1. Next up, we're going to Slovakia. Theresa May, is that you? That's exciting. We're in Bratislava. And this is it. This is Bratislava, Slovakia. We found the city castle. We have to go up quite a big hill to get to it. This better be worth it. I wish I had a lighter bag, really. Hello. And we've now come to another castle.
Turned out it wasn't a castle, it was a church, just to let you know, but still it was nice.
We found the president's house. Alright, it's been a fun 3 hours in Bratislava. We're now going back to the station to get on a train to Budapest. How do you feel to be in Hungary?
Hungry.
We made it to Budapest. The public transport train tickets have Sudokus on them. We are not going to get bored. Welcome to our hostel. I have no idea how we've blagged our way into this place. Maybe there's been some kind of mix-up when I booked this hostel or something, but we have a massive apartment in Budapest. I have to say, that apartment was so amazing. I don't know what happened, whether we booked it or not, but it was so good. We're staying in this square, and we got that going. Got some chicken schnitzel. Harvey's got some shrimp stuff.
And then after going out for some food that night, we went back to the apartment and crashed out. I was very tempted to put all 4 of the other unused beds together to make a super bed, but I resisted. So either the people that owned it knew that it had dead bodies underneath it, so they were doing it for a dirt cheap price, or the hostel had a mix up with our really cheap small room. I will never know.
Budapest! Budapest! Here we are, just come out of our hostel. We're gonna have a day of sightseeing basically. We're just gonna see everything, getting on the metro to go up a hill. So fun fact, Budapest isn't actually a city, it's 2 cities, one called Buda and the other called Pest. We're currently staying in Pest, which is on the east side of the river, and now we're in Buda. found Hungarian Parliament?
Good.
Good. So good.
I was going to do a hungry joke, but I thought it wouldn't be.
Oh, you'd be a bit of a pest if you did that. This church is incredible. That basilica right in the middle of Budapest was absolutely incredible. I do like a good church, even though I'm like the least religious you could get. The coolest thing in that building though was something slightly weird. It was a hand. So we just saw the hand, the right hand of a king of Hungary, or what was then Hungary, from 1038, who was murdered, and they took his entire body apart from his right hand, which was kept perfectly intact. And someone found it and delivered it, and now it's like a national treasure in Hungary, and it's kept in there, and we just went to see it, and it's really weird and pretty incredible. Here's a picture of the cage it was in, but like, that was quite something. So we went on an evening walking tour, it was really nice, and now check it out, Budapest is quite pretty. Welcome to day 2 in Budapest, Hungary. This is our apartment block. Come to the Budapest market. You made it! So we've come on this walking tour about communism in Hungary, and we've just seen a communist statue, which is right there. And right next to it, the US Embassy over there, so that's gonna make Trump very happy. Also got Ronald Reagan just there, who's got the communism memorial in his way. Are you learning lots of things?
I'm learning lots of things.
And now we are in the Parliament Square. That communism walk was really, really interesting as well, I have to say. And that is very nearly the end of our last day in Budapest, and thus the last day in August. This month has felt and just been so incredibly intense with so much going on. And August always seems to live up to this kind of superficial dream of not being a real month, because I'm always doing something different. It's the month where you hold your breath and you go off, do something different and really, really exciting. And that's always what it's been to me. And it really, really lived up to the expectation that I had. Not the way that I do love you. Well, holy moly, me oh my, you're the apple of my eye. Girl, I've never loved one like you. And oh my best friend, I scream and do the... And I remember at the start of 2017 not knowing what I'd be doing in months like August, and thinking that is exciting and that is what I want to document as part of this project. Because August to me has always been this month of doing really fun things. And I'm really, really happy I'm doing that, because I'm able to look back and see these things that you wouldn't normally remember. The nuances, the small things that happen, in complete indifference to the fact that I just went to Thailand, I went to Budapest. There's a significant shift there. And I think this project really is able to illustrate that so well, and I haven't been able to do that before. So that's the end of the summer of 2017. And so for me, as cliche as it sounds, I'm about to start a brand new chapter. And so for the fact that I've got this under my belt feels really important for what I'm about to go into. And on top of that, it's just felt like such a great refresher, everything that's happened this month. And so all through the summer, I've been thinking that I'm living in what is a memory right now. It's so brilliant what's happening right now. I'm loving this summer. I'm gonna look back on it and go, I miss this moment, but it's happening right now. So am I actually living in reality in the moment by thinking that? And it does feel like I'm living in a memory, but it also feels like this kind of shitty philosophical attitude to life seems okay now. But it still feels really pertinent for me to discuss this at the end of a video like this, to a simple what the fuck in the comments. But what the fuck? August was great. So thank you for watching the August video. It's been a pleasure, and I will see you in September. Oh, let me come home. Home is whenever I'm with you. Oh, home, let me come home. Home is whenever I'm with you.
So I've just realised I'm not going to be in your August vlog, and it's going to be the first one I haven't been in since like last year. Add me in, please, even if you find like an old video or something, because I think I'm going to cry.
You're welcome.